You know, I just talked to Ramel, and I really want to talk about a scene that was important to me when I talked to her, too. It was the scene where Hattie hugs Turner, too. And he said, you elevated that scene. You know, and for me, like a grandmother feeds soul and body. And so what was that scene to you in that moment, you know?
I think Brandon Wilson is really dope. I just think I think Brandon and Ethan are really special actors, special artists. But there's something about and each of them have their own just exquisiteness, and you know what Brandon does is that he has this sort of kind of thing about him that he holds, that he doesn't reveal, but you know it's there. And I was wrapped in that, you know, and very, very affected by that. There's a vulnerability is what I mean. Yeah. And I was affected by that, and I hope that sort of came through in what ultimately is on screen.
Now, a lot of this film is how we consume it. You know, everything about this art form is how we consume it, too, how we can deconstruct it as well. How have you explained it to a friend? How have you explained this film to a friend? Because it is so much a story, but it's so much about how you consume. I mean, I talked to Ramel about, like, at the end, do you want people to sit in silence or do you want them to clap? Like, I mean, it's that kind of moment, too. So how do you explain this film?
I don't explain it. I generally don't tell people a lot about the things that I do. I let them, if they see it, you know, if they see it, they see it. And my family knows what I do because I'm like, well, I'm in Louisiana working on a movie, so that's how they know that I'm in Nickel Boys. But I think that I think it defies explanation, you know. I think it is. I think every person, because Ramel is so intentional about, he wants us to share the pain of these children, that everyone is going to walk away with a different perspective, with a different impression, a different feeling. But I hope that everyone walks away coming in different from leaving out different from the way they came in. First of all, with the knowledge that this happened to these children, and we need to be vigilant that something like that doesn't happen again.
And last thing I'd ask, this is, of course, point of view. What was something that sold you on the idea point of view when it came to this kind of aspect of it, too? Because we are so much in, it's a point of pain at the same time a lot of times, too. So what was it that, did Ramel talk to you about the point of view or how he foresaw it?
No, he didn't. I didn't know it was going to happen until I got to work. I didn't understand that by reading it. I didn't know that until I got to work the first day. So, yeah, that was the surprise.
All right. Well, fantastic. Well, we'll make sure to talk about this with many people.
Oh, please do.
Thank you so much. Have an amazing day. Hope everyone in your world is happy and healthy.